The real estate market can be quite complex, and it can vary from region to region. You need a professional, experienced team that can help you navigate the real estate market and achieve your goals. Find Dan Gemus and his team online at dangemus.com. Now, back to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Hope everyone's enjoying this beautiful Canada Day. July 1st already. Can you believe?
Hardly.
This year's like just flying by, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Joyce Blackmere studio with me today. Hey, Joyce.
Hey.
We're having lots of fun. Today's fun question. We want your answers at 10-800. You can text us 10-800. Who are your favorite Canadian entertainers? So whether it's music or TV, movies, artists, doesn't matter. Shoot us a text with your favorite Canadian entertainers at 10-800. Some great answers coming in. We'll get to that in the next segment. We also have our Richmond Popcorn Company gift card contest today. If you want a chance to win $50 from the Richmond Popcorn Company out in Amherstburg, you can text your first and last name along with the keyword today, which is butter. B-U-T-T-E-R, butter, to 10-800, and you'll automatically be entered to win the contest today. Now, it's July 1st, obviously July 4th for Independence Day is right around the corner. And what does Canada and the U.S. share and have lots in common? Well, the Great Lakes, right? We're sharing the Great Lakes. And I found this amazing article that has a lot of interesting facts, a lot of stuff I was surprised about, and I thought it'd be fun to share. So let's get through some of this list, Joyce. I want to tell your thoughts on them. So Lake Superior is actually not a lake at all, but an inland sea. Okay. All of the 4 other Great Lakes, plus 3 more the size of Lake Erie, would fit inside of Lake Superior.
Oh, wow.
That's how deep it is. That's how big it is. Yeah. Isle Royale is a massive island surrounded by Lake Superior. Within this island are several smaller lakes. Yes, that's a lake on a lake. So small lakes.
Interesting.
Yeah. Despite its massive size, Lake Superior is an extremely young formation by Earth standards, only 10,000 years old. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button here. There is enough water in Lake Superior to submerge all of North and South America in 1 foot of water.
Wow.
In just Lake Superior. Lake Superior contains 3 quadrillion gallons of water. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 zeros. Okay. 3 quadrillion gallons of water. All 5 of the Great Lakes combined contain 6 quadrillion gallons of water. Contained within Lake Superior is a whopping 10% of the world's fresh surface water. Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
It's scary a little bit. What do you got?
I'm seeing here that the average depth of Superior is 500 feet, and its maximum depth is just over 1,300 feet. I need glasses.
Maximum depth, 1,300 feet.
Yeah.
And I believe, and actually it might be in this list, we'll get to it a little bit later on, but I believe that many parts of Lake Erie are only like 30 feet deep compared to, I'm pretty sure. But it's estimated there are about 100 million lake trout in Lake Superior. That's nearly 1/5 of the human population of North America. There are small outlets through which water leaves Lake Superior. It takes 2 centuries for all the water in the lake to replace itself. So two centuries.
Wow.
200 years for all the water to replace itself in Lake Superior. Lake Erie is the 4th largest Great Lake in surface area and the smallest in depth. It's the 11th largest lake on the planet. There is alleged to be a 30 to 40 foot long monster in Lake Erie named Bessie. The earliest recording sighting goes back to as early as 1793.
I actually didn't know that.
Bessie? Really?
No, I didn't.
Look it out.
It's interesting.
Water
creepy.
in Lake Erie. Oh, I just pressed the button again. Let's see here. Water in Lake Erie replaced itself in only 2.5 years compared to 200 years for Lake Superior. Right? The original publication of Dr. Seuss's The Lorax contained the line, "I hear things are just as bad up in Lake Erie." 14 years later, the Ohio Sea Grant Program wrote to Seuss to make the case that conditions had improved. He removed the line. So the line again was, "I hear things are just as bad up in Lake Erie." Not only is Lake Erie the smallest Great Lake when it comes to volume, but it's surrounded by the most industry. Yeah, which
That
is
makes
often
sense,
why we
yeah.
have, algae blooms and everything else because of the farming and other industries surrounding Lake Erie, right? During the War of 1812, the U.S. beat the British in a naval battle called the Battle of Lake Erie, forcing them to abandon Detroit. The shoreline of all the Great Lakes combined equals nearly 44% of the circumference of the planet.
Oh, that's interesting.
44%.
Wow.
If not for the Straits of Mackinac, Lake Michigan and Lake Huron might be considered one lake. If you're just joining us, we're talking about some fun facts about the Great Lakes. The Keystone State was one of the largest and most luxurious wooden steamships running during the Civil War. In 1861, it disappeared. In 2013, it was found 30 miles northeast of Harrisville under 175 feet of water. Goderich Mine is the largest salt mine in the world. Part of it runs underneath Lake Huron, more than 500 meters underground. Obviously, we have the salt mines here in Windsor, Essex. Which those workers are still on strike after it's been months and months and months. So we're thinking about all them. Yep. Below Lake Huron, there are 9,000-year-old animal herding structures used by prehistoric people from where the water levels were significantly lower. Below Lake Huron, there are 9,000-year-old animal herding structures.
Interesting.
There are massive sinkholes in Lake Huron that have high amounts of sulfur and low amounts of oxygen, almost replicating the conditions of Earth's ancient oceans 3 million years ago. Unique ecosystems are contained within them.
Lots of fun facts.
Yeah. Lake Huron is the second largest among the Great Lakes and the fifth largest in the world. In size, Lake Michigan ranks third among the Great Lakes and sixth among the freshwater lakes in the world. Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that is entirely within the borders of the United States. The largest freshwater sand dunes in the world line the shores of Lake Michigan. The largest freshwater sand dunes. Because water enters and exits Lake Michigan through the same path, it takes 77 years longer for the water to replace itself than in Huron. Despite their similarity in size and depth, Lake Michigan, 99 years, Lake Huron, 22 years to replace water.
Okay. I just found a cool fact here, too. It says you can take a 6,500-mile road trip around the Great Lakes. The Great Lakes Commission established the Circle Tour in 1988 as a scenic tourist drive around the 5 lakes and through the 8 bordering states.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty neat.
Lake Michigan was the location of the first recorded big Great Lakes disaster in which a steamer carrying 600 people collided with a schooner delivering timber to Chicago. 450 people died. Let's see. The province of Ontario is named after the lake and not vice versa. In 1804, a Canadian warship, His Majesty's ship Speedy, sank in Lake Ontario. In 1990, wreck hunter Ed Burt managed to find it. Only he isn't allowed to recover any artifacts until a government-approved site to exhibit them is found. He's still waiting. So I'm not sure if that's how old this article is, but there you go. Babe Ruth hit his first Major League home run at Hanlon's Point Stadium in Toronto. It landed in Lake Ontario and is believed to still be there.
That's neat.
That'd be a cool find, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, how would you really know? But
last fun fact about the Great Lakes. A lake on Saturn's moon, Titan, is named after Lake Ontario. There you go.
There you go.
Hope you guys enjoyed some of that. Now, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to have some fun, and we're going to read your answers live on the air. Who are your favorite Canadian entertainers? Whether they're musicians, actors, artists, doesn't matter. We'll have fun. We've got lots of great responses that have come in already. We'll read some of those. Some that we don't know. We've confirmed somebody had mentioned earlier Melissa McCarthy, but we've confirmed she is not Canadian. So that's a no-go, but she is funny. Love Melissa McCarthy. So we'll talk about that. Make sure you text us 10800 with your answers. Who are your favorite Canadian entertainers? Later on in the show, we'll give away our gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company. If you want to text to win, you can text the keyword butter. Butter, Butter, with your first and last name, and you'll be automatically entered to win a $50 gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company. They are open till 10 p.m. tonight. Normally 9 p.m. on Saturdays, but 10 o'clock for Canada Day tonight. So there you go.
Have you been downtown yet this morning?
Nick is there with the kids right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just wondering how busy it is. I haven't been that way.
It looks like it's
yet.
decently busy.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is great.
Awesome.
So, okay, we'll take a break. We're going to come back with lots more right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.